I'm so sorry that I haven't been uploading the past couple of days, but I've just been so swamped with work, and I know I said I would be better at being more consistent. I know. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, it is just so hard to also manage a full-time job sometimes on top of this, especially when what I have to do requires me to do a lot of work when I'm not even in the shop. That being said, I'm not complaining. I'm just letting y'all know I'm sorry that I haven't been able to consistently get you guys those videos like I want to. That being said, some new product that we just brought into the store that I'm super excited to show off today are these right here, which I actually had to go on a pre-order for because these are brand new. These are Element's live resin disposables. Now, Element, as you guys know, is probably one of my favorite card companies out here. I think they have one of the highest quality resins and one of the highest quality rosins for cartridges in the market in Michigan, but now it's in their own disposable. This one in particular is their Blackberry Punch. It's coming in at 80.62% total cannabinoids, 75.48% THC, 2.12% CBGA, and then 9.6% terpenes. The flavor notes on this are cherry, pine, and then mixed berries, which I'm gonna be real with you, I've already broken this open a little bit, got some rips out of it, and I don't really get a super heavy blackberry, no. But before we, go ahead and start telling you everything about this pen, let's go ahead and get a rip of our beautiful Element battery. Cheers, y'all. So off the bat, the taste is going to be very kind of punchy and piney. Like it's really upfront, really piney. But when you exhale, that's when you start tasting a little bit of the blueberry, a little bit of the blackberry, a little bit of the cherry. Now, the pheno cross on this strain originally is black cherry crossed with purple punch, which for me personally, I get a lot more of the linalool, a lot more of that punchiness than I do the blackberry side of things. I still think this tastes really good though, in all honesty. And I mean, in terms of how it hits, this disposable, whatever hardware this is, I think it's their own proprietary hardware right here, this hits really nice. It's a very open airflow, very wide mouth. It also has like a corkscrew top at the part right here. I know you guys can't really see right there, but there's actually a corkscrew in there to help kind of ease the clogging issue that a lot of these disposables have, because if you have a straight up and down coil, it's a lot easier to clog than if it's a spiral going through the center part, right? But I mean, there are a couple like downsides to this. At the end of the day, you have a very small viewing port. I mean, I guess it shows you what you need to know on in terms of if you still have any left in here. But personally, in my experience, I like being able to see when I'm halfway full, when I'm like 3/4 of the way full, and I'd like to know how big this actual chamber is inside of here. That's more of just a personal preference thing, not really something I'm going to like take off points for. It's just something that makes it a little bit easier in my opinion when you get a little bit more open viewing range, right? But let's go ahead and get another rip. And obviously the concentrate inside of here is absolutely fantastic. Element does such a great job with their resins, in my opinion. They're so smooth, very tasty. They don't have any of that artificial flavor, any of that artificial like taste to it. It just tastes like good live resin weed, in my opinion. It doesn't taste like anything like out there that's just not organic or just natural. It tastes natural, and that's like one of my biggest like go-tos. The reason why I like Element so much is that they don't seem like the kind of company that puts in all these added terps and all these added flavorings. They do a really good job at just providing a solid, just straight up weed product. There isn't any of the in between of being like, oh, well, this tastes like fruit. This tastes like no, this tastes like weed. I'm gonna be real with y'all. You can notice small flavor notes, you can notice like small differences between all these, but at the end of the day, this tastes like weed. It's going to taste like weed. If you like the taste of weed, you'll probably really like this. It's smooth, hits good, tastes amazing. The only downside is, and I'm going to be real with you, the cost on these vapes are pretty high, and that's how I feel about a lot of the Element products. They're expensive, but they're really good, so if you get the chance to use them, really use them. I think they're awesome, and I think they're great people to work with. It's just, at the end of the day, this was a $50 1 gram disposable. That's very expensive in this market for live resin. And if you guys remember a couple days ago, I actually reviewed the MKX rosin disposable, and that was $32 for a full gram of rosin. Now, am I saying that's the same quality as this? No. This is much better in my opinion. This is probably going to be a solid 8.25 out of 10. I think this is a very good vape. But I think that cost, if we could bring that down to 40 or 35, it would make this vape even that much better, because then the cost would start matching up with the actual volume and the actual size of the disposable itself. That being said, I mean, I think it's a really good vape. You get a nice taste of that kind of like piney, peppery, like lavender taste, and then you get a nice exhale of a little bit of fruit, a little bit of blackberry, a little bit of mixed berry, a little bit of cherry. And as far as the effects go, you get a nice overall buzz. It is a very in the body, in the lower body, relaxing kind of high. It's not like a super heady high. So if you're looking for like a really sedating, kind of relaxing, calm you down indica, this might be a really good opportunity for you to try something. I mean, I think this would be a really good indica strain for those of you who want to just calm down, stay calm, relax. I definitely say it hits harder than probably the MKX disposables, and I think the resin is just a little bit better quality and the taste is a lot better on this disposable compared to the hardware of the other one. But at the end of the day, that price, if you can just knock it down to $35, this would probably be an 8.75, 9 out of 10, honestly. But that being said, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below. Also, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell everybody about the channel, because we are growing at a rapid rate and we're trying to hit 5K subscribers by the end of the year. I know you guys can do it, and I hope you'll have a fantastic rest of y'all's day. Peace.